Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 19th Annual Real Heroes Awards. I'm Monica Dean, news anchor with NBC7 San Diego, and I am here at the beautiful USS Midway Museum, where we typically celebrate the Real Heroes Awards event every year. Even though we can't be together in person this year due to the ongoing public health crisis, we are excited to have you with us virtually for today's events. In times like these, stories of help and hope are more important than ever. In a few minutes, you'll meet unsung heroes from across San Diego and Imperial counties who have gone above and beyond to make a difference and change lives. The stories you are about to hear are filled with courage, bravery, and compassion. I know you'll be amazed and inspired by the incredible local heroes being celebrated today. To kick things off, I'd like to welcome one of today's Hometown Hero event sponsors, Par Western Line Contractors, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jim Stepp with Par Western Line Contractors. We are thrilled to be with you this morning as a proud sponsor of today's events. Par Western Line Contractors, alongside our family of brands, is a long-standing partner of the American Red Cross, supporting the Red Cross mission to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. At Par Western Line Contractors, we're committed to ensuring that we are good corporate citizens and neighbors, and that we are actively involved in making a positive impact in the communities we serve. This commitment to keeping our communities safe, happy, and healthy is why Par Western Line Contractors supports the vital mission of the American Red Cross. We are passionate about helping people when they need it most. We're proud to stand with the Red Cross, and we salute the heroes being recognized today. On behalf of everyone at Par Western Line Contractors, we join the Red Cross in celebrating today's honorees, and we thank them for their incredible contributions across our region. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sean Mahoney, Regional CEO of the American Red Cross Southern California region. On behalf of all of us at your local Red Cross, we're so glad you're joining us to celebrate our 2021 Real Heroes Awards. We thank you for being here and for your support of the American Red Cross, which enables us to continue delivering our vital mission in San Diego and Imperial counties and beyond. This year, we celebrate the 140th anniversary of the Red Cross. Though it has been 140 years since Clara Barton founded our humanitarian organization, the need to alleviate human suffering hasn't changed. Today, people continue to come together in innovative ways to serve and give hope during life's emergencies. Disasters don't stop during a pandemic, and neither does the work of the Red Cross. In the past year, the Red Cross continued to shelter, feed, and provide comfort after disasters. We supply about 40% of the nation's blood, teach skills that save lives, provide international humanitarian aid, and support WIC participants, military members, veterans, and their families. In fact, in the last fiscal year, our amazing local Red Cross volunteers contributed over 102,000 hours to support our vital mission across San Diego and Imperial counties. Our network of generous donors, volunteers, and employees share a mission of preventing and alleviating human suffering here at home and around the world. We invite you to join us by becoming a volunteer, donating blood, or making a financial donation today. You can join us to provide relief and care wherever it's needed, now and for years to come, by making a donation to Red Cross Disaster Relief. Here to tell us more is our Real Heroes Awards event chair, Andy Fickthorn.
Hello, I'm Andy Fickthorn. Thank you for joining us today. Right now, Red Cross disaster responders are working around the clock to provide critical relief to individuals and families impacted by disasters across the country. In coordination with government and local partners, the Red Cross has sheltered thousands of people, served hundreds of thousands of hot meals, and provided relief items to assist people as they begin the long road to recovery after wildfires, home fires, hurricanes, and more. You can help by making a donation to Red Cross Disaster Relief. Simply text SD Real Heroes to 76278. Today, our disaster relief match partner, Falk, will match donations made on the Real Heroes Awards website, dollar for dollar up to $7,500, in support of Red Cross disaster relief. That means your donation will go twice as far to deliver help and hope to people in their time of need. Your donation empowers our mission of preventing and alleviating human suffering, and we thank you for your support.
Thank you, Andy, and thank you to Falk for your generous matching donation. Of course, we wouldn't be here this year without our amazing event sponsors, including our hometown hero sponsors, San Diego Gas and Electric and Par Western Line Contractors. Co-presenting sponsors, U.S. Bank, San Diego State University, and Sequan Casino Resort. Regional sponsors, Beta Engineering, Kaiser Permanente, CIT Bank, Mission Fed Credit Union, and San Diego City Firefighters Local 145, and the USS Midway Museum, and our community sponsors and neighborhood sponsors. We're so grateful to our event sponsors for standing with us and allowing our event to continue in this virtual format. And now I'd like to share a special video and remarks from hometown hero sponsor, San Diego Gas and Electric. It's so important to have a corporation that really cares about the community and is focused on making sure the community is ready to go.
Some of the things that we work on with the Red Cross in partnership and collaboration with them is getting the messages out, going to the community safety fairs, participating in our community resource centers.
Prepare San Diego, the Disaster Preparedness Academy for small businesses, initiatives for youth and for seniors, our Great Shakeout program about earthquakes. The more that we can tell the community what they need to do, the more prepared they're going to be when disaster strikes.
When we're looking at the partnership between SDG&E and the Red Cross, this is a year-round effort.
The Prepare San Diego campaign has been going on for years now, and it's an effort to make sure our community is as resilient as possible. We educate the public on steps that they can take to prepare for disaster. They can have a kit, they can have a plan, they can stay informed during a disaster.
The Red Cross is there providing more information, more support.
The community resource centers are important. When people are in their time of need, I think anyone coming and offering a helping hand is super important to them.
We have to be out there 365 days a year, providing information, but also supporting the Red Cross with the tools and the funding they need to do the job they do so well every day.
So the Shelter of Hope has been our way of reminding the community how important it is to prepare for a disaster. It's a mock shelter, and we use that as a way to educate them on what it looks like when you leave your home.
I think the most important thing between SDG&E and the Red Cross is how we collaborate and communicate to prepare the communities.
I think SDG&E and the American Red Cross are going to be working together for years to come to make sure this is the most prepared community in the country. I look forward to working with SDG&E every day to make sure our community is as prepared as possible. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, let's meet our 2021 Class of Heroes.
Thank you, Sean. All right, everyone, who's ready to meet this year's heroes? Here we go. Our first category is the Spirit of Hope Award, presented by San Diego State University.
Hello, I am Agnes Wong Nickerson, Interim Vice President for Business and Financial Affairs and Chief Financial Officer of San Diego State University. I'm honored to present the Real Heroes Spirit of Hope Award posthumously to Father Joe Carroll. Established in 1950 to serve San Diegans experiencing homelessness and poverty, Father Joe's Villages has grown to include a comprehensive campus and scattered site programs that house over 2,400 people nightly. For decades, Father Joe's Villages has been a trusted name in San Diego, with a mission to prevent and end homelessness, one life at a time. Father Joe Carroll is a San Diego hero who dedicated his life to ending homelessness. Father Joe's efforts on behalf of people experiencing poverty in San Diego are truly legendary. As an icon of the Southern California region and beyond, Father Joe Carroll selflessly and tirelessly served our community for more than 3 decades. Although he retired in 2011 as President Emeritus, Father Joe continued to lend a hand in our community with charm and deep care and compassion for neighbors in need. Sadly, Father Joe passed away from health complications on July 10, 2021. His legacy will continue to live on in our hearts and in the countless lives he changed forever. Accepting the Spirit of Hope Award is Deacon Jim Vargas, CEO of Father Joe's Villages.
Thank you for the introduction, Agnes, and thank you to the American Red Cross for this acknowledgement of Father Joe's truly incredible legacy. It's a handsome award. I appreciate any opportunity to celebrate the life of Father Joe Carroll and the impact he had on our community through his innovative initiative to build comprehensive housing and service, his visionary quest to increase support and compassion for people experiencing homelessness, and his charismatic fundraising for critical services. I knew Father Joe as a humble servant, doing God's work serving the poor. He began by giving out peanut butter sandwiches to people experiencing homelessness, and quickly built an organization that could provide any and all of the tools and resources a neighbor needs to overcome their homelessness for good. Father Joe himself would want you to know that he did not accomplish all of this alone. Because of the work of our staff, volunteers, and supporters at Father Joe's Villages, as well as our many partners in the community, such as the Red Cross, Father Joe's Villages has been able to change the lives of over 10,000 neighbors in need each and every single year. He was very appreciative of the incredible work the Red Cross does every day to alleviate the suffering in the community and create a brighter community. Thank you for honoring Father Joe.
Father Joe has been and always will be a hero to so many here in San Diego. It is such an honor to recognize him today, and we thank Father Joe's Villages for their continued service in our community. Our next category is the Animal Welfare Hero Award. Presenting the award is Neville Villamoria, Senior Vice President, Membership and Marketing with Mission Fed Credit Union.
On behalf of Mission Fed, I am thrilled to present Ricochet Fredono with the Animal Welfare Hero Award. Here is her story.
Ricochet is a super dog with instinctive, life-saving powers.
Ricochet is an amazing dog. She's very intuitive, and she really reaches deep in the person's soul in a way that most dogs just kind of touch on the surface, and she tries to communicate it to the person.
The Golden Retriever is a certified therapy dog who not only can surf, she magically connects with people suffering invisible trauma, such as PTSD.
I mean, anyone can get their dog on a surfboard and surf, but when she's doing it, she actually engages with whomever's on the board with her. It's like a therapeutic relationship that she has.
Ricochet has a remarkable way of communicating with people who are experiencing physical or emotional trauma.
Ricochet has this innate early warning system that she can pick up when the person is stressed, often before they can pick up themselves. And she tells them through her unique ways, and that makes them more aware.
Ricochet's taught me a lot about how dogs communicate with us. And one of the behaviors that Ricochet does the most to communicate something is she'll stop and not move.
The Golden Retriever will instinctively keep veterans away from crowds or situations that may elevate anxiety.
She can pick up their triggers, their anxiety, pain, past memories, things like that.
Ricochet has worked with more than 50 veterans, sensing their wounds and using her healing powers to ease their pain.
They matched me with Ricochet because she forces you to confront your issues. Whenever I started to feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable when we were out in public, she would just stand still and not go anywhere, and that was the sign that she knew I wasn't doing okay.
I think it's more important that she's actually reaching these people and getting deep in their soul, where it's bringing it to the surface, and then they can go to their therapist and talk about it. I just feel that Ricochet has a gift, and gifts are meant to be given. So that's what we do. We give as much as we can.
Yes, Judy and Ricochet are true heroes in a very deep sense, because they are changing the lives of humans over and over again.
Judy and Ricochet are definitely heroes.
because by touching simply one person, I've noticed that it spreads like wildfire and it just grows and grows. And I feel like they've saved veterans' lives, 100%.
Ricochet and Judy, together you have changed so many lives. You have proudly served those who have served their country, giving veterans a new lease on life. For that, Mission Fed is deeply honored to present you with the Animal Welfare Hero Award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It really is an honor to receive this award for Ricochet, who you see in the corner here. We are just honored for receiving this award, and also it's just an honor to serve the military here in San Diego.
Wow, what an incredibly moving story. Ricochet proves that heroes can come in all forms. Thank you for all you do, Ricochet. The next award is the First Responder Hero Award. Presenting the award is Sycuan Casino Resort.
Hi, I'm Cody Martinez, Chairman of the Sycuan Band of the Kumeyaay Nation.
And I'm Bill Dinky, Police Chief of the Sycuan Tribal Police Department.
On behalf of Sycuan Casino Resort and the Sycuan Band of the Kumeyaay Nation, I am thrilled to present Sergeant Chris Holm and Sergeant Brent Lowry with the First Responder Hero Award. Here is their story.
You were looking at the terrifying aftermath of a freeway crash that came within inches of first responders.
We were standing off to the side near the vehicle, and we heard one of the CHP officers on the driver's side of our truck company yell out, "Look out," really loud. As soon as he finished that sentence, we just heard what sounded like an explosion, like a bomb going off.
CHP officers had shut down State Route 56 while they investigated a fatal car crash.
We'd been on scene for roughly an hour to an hour and a half. Like I said, all lanes closed, patrol cars all over, lights on, flares out, and we had other units up at the actual scene.
Sergeant Brent Lowry was working the freeway closure when he saw headlights coming towards him. It was a Tesla in self-driving mode with two passengers who were apparently sound asleep.
It became very apparent when this vehicle blew through the flares at freeway speed. I was shining my flashlight at the driver, the front of the car. The car wasn't slowing down. I ended up diving into the center divider. The car went through. As soon as I was able to turn around, I got on my radio and I put it out to all the other units that were about a half a mile up ahead.
Sergeant Chris Holm was working alongside San Diego fire rescue crews when he heard the frantic radio call.
So I heard on the radio, I didn't know who it was at the time, but I heard someone on the radio say something about a high-speed vehicle. So the only thing I could think of was that it had to be somebody that entered into our closure. About that time, I looked off to my west, the direction of where the freeway was closed off, and I saw headlights coming my direction. So at that time, I realized that someone had entered into the closure. And then I realized, I don't know if it's going to stop or not.
Sergeant Holmes had only seconds to alert first responders of the impending danger.
The vehicle that entered into the collision scene through the closure was in the fast lane and ran right into the back of the parked patrol vehicle that was in the fast lane. That subsequently pushed it forward over to its right side, where it came to rest literally 2 inches from the fire apparatus.
I was thinking the worst. I was expecting that there were officers down and anybody that was on that side of our truck company where the Tesla landed. We accounted for everybody there, and CHP did the same thing as well. We realized that nobody was injured, thankfully.
Without question, Sergeant Holmes and Sergeant Lowry's courage and instincts saved lives of first responders.
They made that call. Hey, everybody, get off the road. There's something coming. They made the call, and they without even sugarcoating it, they saved lives that night.
Chris and Brent absolutely are heroes. If it weren't for them, I really believe that we would have had deaths and injuries of CHP officers and possibly fire personnel. If it wasn't for their quick action and thought process of stopping that vehicle, we would have had a really tragic incident unfold in front of us.
These two individuals are real heroes, and the reason is because we're not going to someone's funeral today. They were able to get life-saving radio traffic out and also assist with patient care and also vehicle safety with the incident within the incident.
They saved lives that night by making that call, by getting on the microphone, by telling the firefighters to get off the road. So absolutely, they are real heroes.
For me, alerting anybody to a threat coming in is something that anybody's going to do for the safety of everybody involved. So I don't consider myself a hero for that. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is looking out for other people.
I don't think I'm a real hero. I've been doing this for a little over 20 years now. It's just my job. It's what I do. A lot of it is just common sense. If you can think to get out of the way of a moving car, and if you have the common sense to know that somebody's up the road in front of you, you want to have them get out of the way too.
Sergeant Chris Holm and Sergeant Brent Lowry, your heroic actions undoubtedly saved lives. Thank you for your ongoing service to keeping our community safe each and every day. I'm proud to present you both with the First Responder Hero Award. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That was the wild night that night, and I'm just glad we were able to see what was coming our way and get everybody else out of the way.
Thank you. I'm humbled to receive this award. I'd also like to express my gratitude to Sergeant Lowry as well as the San Diego Fire Department for their roles in the incident. And thank you to the American Red Cross and Sequan for recognizing us and presenting us with this award. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. What a wonderful start to today's event. I'm Charlene Zettel, Board Chair of the American Red Cross of San Diego and Imperial Counties. I'm thrilled to have you all with us today. I hope you're enjoying the inspirational stories of this year's honorees, and we're just getting started. Each year we receive many deserving nominations of local heroes, and our selection committee has the difficult job of choosing honorees. At this time, I'd like to thank our 2021 selection committee members. Committee Chair, Dr. Marither Chuiden, Graybug Vision. Mark Morrison, San Diego Firefighters Local 145. Penny Newell, San Diego Gas and Electric. Rockette Ewell, U.S. Bank. Pat Lloyd, American Red Cross Board. Chief Don Butts, Lakeside Fire Protection District. And George Brashear, Beta Engineering. Thank you all for your time and tough decision making. I'd also like to thank our incredible Real Heroes Awards event chair, Andy Fichthorn. Andy, thank you for dedicating so much of your time and talents to make this year's event a success. As you watch today's event, think to yourself, do I know a real hero in San Diego or Imperial Counties? If so, please nominate them to be recognized. We accept nominations year-round at redcross.org/San Diego/realheroes. Now let's meet the rest of our 2021 Real Heroes.
Our next award is the Disaster Services Hero Award. Presenting the award is Danny Wirtz, Director of Clinical Operations with Falk.
On behalf of Falk, I'm happy to present Terry Sorensen with the Disaster Service Hero Award. Here's her story.
This fire just seems to be uncontrollable, unpredictable. There's just no words almost to describe it.
These images from the 2007 Witch Creek fire continue to stir up deep emotions for residents in Poway.
It's kind of inevitable that we're going to have something. Don't know if it's an earthquake, don't know if it's fire, another devastating fire.
The Poway Neighborhood Emergency Corps was started after the 2007 fires, where we just saw there was a large need to help educate the residents of Poway what it was like to live and prepare in a wildfire area.
Terry Sorensen is president of the Poway Neighborhood Emergency Corps. The all-volunteer, citizen-run group provides residents resources for emergency preparedness.
She pushes that information out to the neighborhood leads, who then are able to connect on a personal nature with the actual neighborhoods that the community services.
Under Terry's leadership, she organized the city of Poway into 60 neighborhoods.
We try to identify what are the most common hazards to our area that we probably ought to think we should be preparing for on top of the fires.
The Poway Neighborhood Emergency Corps is teaching citizens to rely on themselves, allowing first responders to focus on disaster and rescue efforts.
She wants this community to thrive. I think she sees that's how it will thrive, is to have
the people that live in it take the lead in taking charge of their lives and making it a better community.
The Neighbor Helping Neighbor approach is making a significant impact for Poway residents who are unable to pick up prescriptions or groceries.
During COVID, that's when Terry, she really stepped up, and we set up a phone system that people could call and let us know where they lived and what their need was.
We had community members that were having difficulty just getting food or getting medications or other services, and by making that known to the residents at the resident level, they were able to get the services they needed through our volunteer group.
I feel it's important that each person take responsibility for their surroundings and to help their neighbors be prepared, and if there is an emergency or a disaster, that we can all reach out and support each other and ourselves as we go through the experience.
They were able to get his last name.
Without a doubt, Terry Sorensen's leadership with the Poway Neighborhood Emergency Corps makes her a true community hero.
I think she is absolutely a real hero. The fact that she has brought this organization together, I mean, it started with her as part of it, and she has led it into a much larger, more organized and cohesive group than it was before.
Terry is a real hero because she puts her community and her family above herself and her own comfort. She could just sit at home and do nothing and be much more comfortable, but that's not her character. And that makes a hero when someone puts the others above themselves.
Terry, thank you for your dedication to ensuring your community is equipped to face disasters, and thank you for caring for community members when they need it most. On behalf of everyone at Falck, we are so happy to present you with this Disaster Service Hero Award. Congratulations.
Thank you for this lovely award. On behalf of Poway Neighborhood Emergency Corps and the City of Poway community volunteers, I accept this award for the dedication that they have in helping with emergencies in our community.
Great work, Terry. Preparedness is a huge part of the Red Cross mission in San Diego and Imperial counties. Are you prepared for a disaster? Remember these 3 steps. Get a kit, make a plan, and be informed. Visit preparesandiego.org to learn more and to access free Red Cross preparedness resources. You can also help your community be prepared by becoming a Red Cross volunteer today. There are so many exciting volunteer opportunities to choose from. Volunteers are urgently needed. Visit redcross.org/volunteer today to learn more. Become a volunteer and get trained now so you can be ready to respond to future disasters.
As our Disaster Services Hero Award winner Terry can tell you, it's not if a disaster will strike, but when. In fact, right now, communities across the country are struggling with unimaginable hardships. The Red Cross is no stranger to unprecedented times. When help can't wait, our dedicated responders, 90% of whom are volunteers, spring into action wherever and whenever people need it most. From the raging wildfires that impact us here in the West, to the continued hurricane recovery and storms in the East, to disasters like devastating home fires that occur daily in our community, our volunteers are there to provide comfort and care for people in need. The Red Cross serves as a beacon of light during their darkest moments, providing safe shelter, warm meals, financial and recovery assistance, and so much more. Under storm clouds or smoke-filled skies, our work to alleviate human suffering never stops. We cannot do this without your support. Today, our disaster relief match partner, Falck, will match donations made on the Real Heroes Awards website dollar for dollar up to $7,500 in support of Red Cross disaster relief. That means your donation will go twice as far. Simply text SD Real Heroes to 76278 or scroll down this page to make a donation. We need your support to continue meeting the urgent needs of disaster survivors. Please take advantage of this special opportunity to double your help for families that are relying on compassionate people like you for relief and hope. Visit redcross.org for more information on our ongoing disaster relief efforts and to see how your donations are used to help those in need. Thank you for your commitment to our humanitarian mission. And now, let's meet the rest of this year's Real Heroes.
The next Real Heroes Award is the Gift of Life Hero Award. Presenting the award is Steve Stuckey, Regional President with CIT Bank.
Hello and good morning. On behalf of CIT Bank, it is with great pleasure that I present Pechanga Arena with the Gift of Life Hero Award. Here is their story.
For decades, San Diegans have enjoyed making memories inside this iconic building.
The sports arena has such an iconic place in the community, and you just say that, so many people know where it is, easily accessible, easy to park. It's kind of a landmark location.
Now, the Pechanga Arena is a venue where people are gathering together to save lives.
Thousands of blood drives were canceled during the COVID-19 pandemic because many businesses were closing, many schools were closing, and those were locations that we had previously held blood drives at. So Pechanga Arena San Diego stepped up, and even though their concerts and different events were canceled, they opened their doors for blood drives.
When the request was made of, hey, we have a big need in the community during this trying times, we wanted to do whatever we could to help.
Pechanga Arena became a spacious and safe venue where the American Red Cross Biomedical Services could set up life-saving blood drives.
Pechanga Arena San Diego allowed us the space to have large and socially distanced blood drives, and community blood drives are super important. They allow local community members and members of the San Diego County to come out and donate locally.
We felt something easy for the public, and that really is oftentimes part of the challenge with getting donors and so forth, is you want to make it as easy as possible for them to do the great thing that they're willing to do. Based on our floor space is anywhere from 17 to 30,000 square feet, depending on the configuration we're in, and that made it very easy to set up multiple donation locations to maximize the number of appointments they could have during a day to really make each drive as beneficial as it could, but wanted to do it in the most safe possible manner.
Pechanga hosted 13 blood drives, including KFMB News 8's Kyle Kraska's Celebration of Heroes, a 2-day blood drive which honors medical teams who saved his life.
Since 8 o'clock this morning, San Diegans have answered the call. They've come out here to Pechanga Arena. As you can see, all of the people donating. And
our accessibility and big open floor space made it easy for people and gave them the comfort to come down and do what they were willing to do in an environment that they felt was going to be as safe as possible.
Because of Pechanga's commitment to making a safe space for San Diegans to provide the gift of life, 3,507 lives have been saved.
Hard pressed to find somebody that does not greatly appreciate all the things that the American Red Cross does.
Pechanga Arena San Diego is a real hero because they stepped up and helped hospital patients when it was needed most.
Our community is lucky to have partners like those of Pechanga Arena, who play such an important role in helping the Red Cross collect life-saving blood. Thanks to your help, the Red Cross was able to deliver the precious gift of life to countless patients in need. On behalf of everyone at CIT Bank, I'm proud to present you with the Gift of Life Hero Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Steve. We're very excited to receive this award on behalf of Ernie Hahn and the entire Pechanga Arena staff, who was here to initiate this worthwhile assistance during the pandemic. We were very pleased over the 13 blood drives that we were able to host to hear the news that over 1,100 units of blood were donated, which was able to help over 3,500 patients in life-saving fashion. So we're certainly honored to be part of such a worthwhile effort, and thank you very much for the award.
Did you know that every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood? With the help of volunteer blood donors, the Red Cross distributes blood products across the country every single day. Blood donations to help the Red Cross help ensure new moms, premature babies, cancer patients, and accident victims have access to safe, life-saving blood. Roll up a sleeve to help save lives. Eligible individuals are encouraged to schedule a blood or platelet donation appointment by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting redcrossblood.org, or calling 800-RED-CROSS. That's 800-733-2767. The next Real Heroes Award is the Good Samaritan Hero Award. Presenting the award is Mark Morrison, Director at Large, San Diego City Firefighters, Local 145.
On behalf of San Diego City Firefighters, Local 145, we are proud to present Nicholas Bohr with the Good Samaritan Award. Here's his story.
I had just gotten home from some training, jumped in the shower, got out, starting to wind down for the night. Heard the telltale sign of a traffic collision.
The horrific collision was only a few houses away from the home of off-duty Verona firefighter paramedic Nicholas Bohr.
The car had come around a curve, hit the heavy wrecker, and was kind of teetering into a ditch at that point in time. The driver had been unrestrained and had been ejected through the windshield, across his hood, and into the other vehicle that he hit, the larger vehicle.
Nick's life-saving instincts immediately kicked in.
Nick immediately started assessing the patient, clearing people out of the way. People were wanting to help, but they didn't really know how to help.
As the first Escondido police units began arriving on scene, Nick reached the severely injured and unconscious driver, who had been partially ejected but remained in a perilous position.
The patient was pinned in front of his bumper, semi-folded in half, and face down. Right about then, what had happened was the engine compartment of the vehicle that the patient was driving flashed up and caught fire.
I grabbed the guy's pants that were hooked on the windshield, and Nick grabbed his upper body and pulled him probably about 20-30 feet from the car up the driveway. The car starts to flame up even more, and Nick was just focused on getting himself and the patient out of harm's way, see if there's anything he could do for the patient.
The badly injured driver was not breathing.
Went ahead and initiated CPR. Escondido Fire Department arrived on scene shortly after. I was able to utilize one of their EMTs from the ambulance to continue treatment.
Nick was just so focused on getting this guy as much care as he could without really having any of his equipment with him.
It's just part of the job, and this job isn't, 24-hour, 48-hour shift. It's a dedication and a commitment that you make to your community.
Nick's quick and courageous actions under perilous conditions are truly heroic.
Yes, I think he's a real hero. He's very modest, doesn't like that kind of attention, but he jumps right in there on his days off or while he's working, it doesn't matter. He just goes straight for it. He doesn't hesitate to do anything to help anyone, and I think that's what a hero does. He puts himself in harm's way to help someone, whether it's part of his job or not. Not everyone can do that.
I would consider Nick a real hero. He's just like one of those people who would go out of his way to help somebody. He would help a complete stranger get out of a burning vehicle and hopefully save their life. And that's just the kind of person he is.
On behalf of San Diego City Firefighters, Local 145, we are honored to present Nicholas with the Good Samaritan Award for his courage and bravery. Congratulations, Nicholas.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you to the Local 145 for presenting the award. And just want to say thank you. And hopefully this inspires other people in the community to be there for each other and help out when needed. Thank you.
Amazing story. Thank you for your bravery, Nicholas. Our next category is the Service to the Armed Forces Hero Award. Presenting the award is Amar Abayusef, San Diego market leader with U.S. Bank.
On behalf of U.S. Bank, I'm proud to present Kenneth Hutton, U.S. Navy Aviation's bosun's mate, with the Service to the Armed Forces Hero Award. Here is his story.
The Navy has launched an investigation into the fire aboard the USS Bonhomme Richard. At least 40...
As flames swept through the USS Bonhomme Richard, the actions of one heroic sailor saved the entire crew.
The size of the fire, how fast it grew, was unlike anything that I've ever seen.
As the inferno quickly spread throughout the lower decks, ABH-1 Kenneth Hutton assembled a team of sailors to look for crew members who were in spaces above the fire.
So that was one of our main priorities, was making sure that a lot of these new sailors that were living right above where the fire took place, that we got them all out of their berth.
The amount of heat that was going throughout the compartment on the location of the fire, and as fast as that heat spread throughout the ship, yeah, it was extremely surreal.
The monstrous fire quickly grew out of control. ABH-1 Hutton made the call to evacuate the ship.
Once we evacuated, we got pushed off the pier, the explosions started going off. I knew, looking at the junior sailors, that a lot of them were fearful, uncertain.
As flames swept through the USS Bonhomme Richard, ABH-1 Hutton assisted federal firefighters on the pier until a massive explosion had them retreat.
When the call came, we need to man up some hose teams. We need to get ready, we're gonna take the fight back to the ship. I have a good amount of experience, and I knew that if something was to happen, I would prefer it be me than to be, an 18, a 19, or 20-year-old.
ABH-1 Hutton led the hose teams deeper into the ship, successfully extinguishing 6 large fires, clearing the way for more attack teams.
I went through quite a bit of smoke. I got a good amount of smoke inhalation. And then after I went on to the ship, I led the first team back on the ship. Whenever I came off, whenever I got my blood oxygen level taken, I was at 84%.
In the following days, he led countless attack teams and was part of a rapid intervention team that located a group of firefighters who lost communication and were low on air.
If it wasn't for ABH-1 Hutton, as well as other sailors to clear those compartments, to make sure everybody got the word of what was going on, we definitely could have lost a life.
The USS Bonhomme Richard experienced 0 loss of life, which is largely due to ABH-1 Hutton's remarkable courage and compassion.
In 36 years, I've done some great things. I met some great people, have a lot of great experiences, but there's some 18, 19, 20-year-old junior sailor that they might have a whole life left to live. They might have a family to create, and they might have a wedding to go to. They might want to see their grandchildren and all that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely consider ABH-1 Hutton to be a hero. Good friend of mine, but he's also a personal hero to me. Anybody that puts themselves in a line of danger like that with that amount of bravery, I say that's definitely a hero.
The fire kind of redefined what courage was to me. I always imagined heroes and people who were courageous and brave to be people who were fearless, and that's not true at all. If I could rate how scared I was going in those days, out of 1 in 10, I was at 11, but I knew that I had a job I had to do.
Kenneth, on behalf of everyone at US Bank, I'm honored to present you with the Service to the Armed Forces Hero Award for your incredible leadership and heroic actions. Bravo, Zulu.
Thank you for this award. First, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the young men and women that went in and out of that fire with me for day after day for the entire week. Your courage and resiliency is truly amazing. Second, I'd like to thank the American Red Cross for all of the wonderful things that you do for the United States military and for all of the community. Thank you all so much.
Kenneth, your heroism is truly amazing, and we thank you for your service. Since its founding, the Red Cross has proudly served members of the military through Red Cross service to the armed forces. From providing 24/7 emergency communications for service members and their families, to reconnection workshops, to veteran and caregiver support programs, and so much more. The Red Cross is honored to support America's military and veteran families. Visit redcross.org/military to learn more. The next Real Heroes Award is the Corporate Hero Award. Presenting the award is Mark Trask, Red Cross board member and Director of Environmental Health and Safety, Workplace Safety at Kaiser Permanente.
On behalf of Kaiser Permanente, we are happy to present Wawanesa Insurance with the Corporate Hero Award. Here is their story.
Members of our community need help more than ever.
Wawanesa Mutual Insurance Company is a powerful, passionate, and dedicated community partner of the American Red Cross.
We've been longtime supporters because of how impressed we are with the way the Red Cross is there for people to support them and help them recover from natural disasters.
Helping the community is something that's in our DNA. It's really who we are.
Support from Wawanesa couldn't have come at a more significant time. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Wawanesa saw the immense pressure being put on food banks and donated $100,000 to food banks here in the U.S. and Canada.
Community is part of the fabric of who we are, the DNA of Wawanesa, and it's something that's not going to go away.
Wawanesa also donated $50,000 to the Red Cross to support disaster response, which covered the cost of thousands of smoke alarms and wildfire relief efforts.
We helped support the Sound the Alarm campaign, and that helped to secure over 3,000 smoke alarms that can be provided to local families in our community.
Wawanesa's financial support of that program in particular made a huge difference in our ability to get smoke detectors or smoke alarms out to the community. Wawanesa's contribution actually increased the chance for people to survive in a house fire. The smoke detectors increase your survivability by 50%. So having those detectors in homes that didn't have them saves lives.
I can't tell you how many employees that I've spoken with that get such a great degree of satisfaction being able to do those types of things for other people. I think it really means a lot for them to be able to get back.
Without question, Wawanesa's culture of caring and commitment to the community never ceases even during these difficult times.
Wawanesa is a real hero in my opinion because their contribution, their financial support saves lives. Every smoke detector has the potential of saving a life.
And we're going to be there for our community, and it's a priority for us, and that will not change.
On behalf of everyone at Kaiser Permanente, I'm thrilled to present you with the Corporate Hero Award for your commitment to keeping San Diego safe and for preparing our communities for disasters big and small. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mark. I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of Wawanesa. As an insurance company, our job is to be there for people after something bad happens. In this case, we were able to partner with the Red Cross to help install smoke alarms to homes that didn't have them before and help people before something bad happens. We, along with the Red Cross, share a commitment to improving our communities. Thank you again for this award.
Our final Real Heroes Award is the Youth Hero Award. Presenting the award is John Jenkins, Vice President, Electric System Operations, San Diego Gas and Electric.
On behalf of San Diego Gas and Electric, I'm thrilled to present Nevaeh Henrik with the Youth Hero Award. Here is her story.
A relaxing afternoon at a friend's house for Coronado High School junior Nevaeh Henrik transformed into a desperate race to save a life.
We were watching TV and eating snacks in his cinema room, and then Miss Rogers comes in looking kind of concerned.
I had made myself some breakfast. I took a bite and it was probably too big of a bite. I walked downstairs where Nevaeh and Cameron, my son, was. I kind of made a motion that food was stuck.
We stopped what we were doing and asked if she was okay. She said she felt like there was something stuck in her throat, so I offered my water to possibly try to help that. It didn't.
I could barely breathe, barely. What I said to them was through basically gasps that I could eke out.
Instinctively, Nevaeh knew what to do.
My friend and I shot up and I told my friend to do the Heimlich maneuver because they're both over 6 foot and I'm only 5'3".
At that point, I'm in such a state of panic. All I could think about was, this is gonna be bad.
I called 911. After a while, I realized that my friend might not be strong enough, so I ran into the backyard to grab his brother.
My other son ran in from the backyard and he could see what was happening and he tried to do the same thing. I pulled his arms around me to give him the motion and he did a little bit more. I still was really struggling for air.
I then told the 911 operator I was going to run outside to go find the police officer. I got the police officer and took him back to the house.
I looked out my front door and I saw Nevaeh and I saw the police officer. And he came closer to me and he put his hand on my shoulder, trying to kind of assess how much air I was getting. I was still struggling and I made a motion to him that it was not enough air. And then he gave me the Heimlich maneuver. After a few thrusts, then I started to be able to breathe.
Nevaeh's quick thinking is rooted in her DNA.
My first thought was if she was okay. And then when she started choking, I of course was very scared, but both of my parents are first responders and they taught me to be able to stay calm in a situation like that to better help who's in need.
Nevaeh's life-saving instincts truly makes her a genuine real hero.
I do not consider myself a real hero because I thought I just did what anyone would do in a situation like that. I sort of just shut off and immediately acted to the situation. I just did what I thought was right.
I do consider her a real hero. For this instance, of course, but also just for being who she is, for being someone that's willing to stand up for other people, or someone who's willing to step in and step up when the instance calls for it.
On behalf of San Diego Gas and Electric, I'm proud to present you with the Youth Hero Award for your quick thinking and actions which help save a life. You are a true hero. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm extremely honored to have been chosen as San Diego's Red Cross Youth Hero of the Year. I would like to thank the American Red Cross, SDG&E, and the Girl Scouts of America for awarding me this wonderful honor. It is with great pleasure and a sense of humility that I accept this award. Thank you again, and God bless.
Wow, amazing job, Nevaeh. Each year, the Red Cross equips thousands with life-saving CPR, AED, first aid training, and more. Get trained, and you'll gain the skills and confidence necessary to perform life-saving procedures when it's needed most. Visit redcross.org/take-a-class to find training opportunities near you. What an honor to be with you for another year of incredible stories. I know I speak for everyone watching today when I thank these heroes for their acts of courage and the tremendous impact they have made on our community. To close out our event, please join me in welcoming back Sean Mahoney to say a few words.
Thank you, Monica. We're thrilled that you were able to share these stories today, and we're so grateful to you for being with us again this year. This event wouldn't be the same without you. I hope you've all enjoyed the inspiring stories of this year's 2021 Class of Heroes. And don't forget, today, you have the opportunity to be our hero as well and help those in need. As a reminder, thanks to the generosity of Falk, donations made on the Real Heroes Award website will be matched dollar for dollar up to $7,500 in support of Red Cross disaster relief. Simply text SD Real Heroes to 76278 or scroll down this page and you'll see options to donate below the video feed. Your support means the world to families impacted by disasters in our region and beyond. We appreciate you sharing this special morning with us. We hope you'll join us again next year. Thank you.